It's the Super Bowl. Hey, everybody, this is Lewis. This is not your normal daily sports update. I did mention we were going to talk some football and our predictions for the Super Bowl and what we thought was going to happen. So, what we're going to do is give you a little bit of information about both teams, and then we will move forward to our prop bets. The page I'm actually using prop bets for is covers.com. So, like I said, I don't know much about the website, but it was the prop bet listing that I wanted to go with. I thought would be most convenient. So, again, that is covers.com. If you're wanting to look at these prop bets, I know nothing of the website. I'm not promoting it. I'm just using their prop bet sheet. So, this year's Super Bowl matchup is the NFC champion San Francisco 49ers, regular season champions of the NFC West, going against the Kansas City Chiefs, 11-6, regular season winners of the AFC West and defending Super Bowl champions. These teams did meet before in the Super Bowl, with the Chiefs coming from behind and getting the big win in the Chiefs in Pat Mahomes' first Super Bowl victory that wasn't last year's game where they beat the Eagles. So as of this point in time, no major injuries, except Kansas City did lose their pass rusher. I'm going to pronounce his name wrong, so let me get it pulled up here to let you know. Charles Amenahu, who was he tore his ACL. He was set to have surgery yesterday on Tuesday, and so hopefully that went through. Now I do see that the All-Pro guard Joe Tooney, who the former Patriot, is unlikely to be available for the Super Bowl on Sunday, and Jerick McKinnon is also not expected to be available for the Super Bowl. So a couple big missing players there for Kansas City. As far as San Francisco, let's go ahead and be fair and transparent and give you their injury list as well. Cleveland Farrell, defensive end, was placed on injured reserve. Actually, these are all from January. So, you know what? As of this point, there's no new injuries that have been reported on behalf of the 49ers. Current betting odds, according to ESPN Bet, the 49ers are still favored, but now the betting line has dropped to 1.5. So if you're going to be interested in taking a chance on that one, understand that that's what your betting line is now. It was at one point at 3, then it became 2. So now it's at 1.5. All right. So let's have some fun with this. There'll be some silly bets and things like that. So we'll see what you think. All right. The first one, the first kickoff. What is going to be the result? Is it a touchback or a not touchback or a return for an actual touchdown? Right now, the favorite would be that there would not be a touchback and that it's actually going to be, or that it is going to be a touchback. What I'm going to say is that it will, I agree with that philosophy. I believe first kickoff will be a touchback. Next one, the first scoring method for both teams. San Francisco, touchdown, field goal, or safety. I think their first score will be, in fact, I'm going to make this easy. I think it'll be a touchdown for San Francisco. I think a field goal for Kansas City. Okay, will the game go to overtime? I say no. All right. The highest scoring half, the first half or the second half? Well, this is one thing we know. Kansas City is not a second half scoring team. In their defense, they don't give up points in the second half. Meanwhile, San Francisco has been big in scoring double in the second half. And so do we think there's going to be one half more than the other? I do, and I do believe it's going to be the second half. I know both these teams have good defenses, and I know Kansas City has been playing really well. I think this is where the buck stops. I mean, I've got nothing but just a gut instinct on that one because, like I said, it's one of these two is going to change how they've been doing it. So total penalties accepted, over or under 10.5. I will take the under on that one. All right, next one. Now I'm not sure what that one is, so we'll skip that props. Now they have team props, total points for both teams. Do they think it'll be over 23.5 or under? I do think. I will say this. I think whoever wins will have 24 points. I think that's going to be the final score. I don't picture a big blowout. I picture a 24-21 score. So I will say, and I know there's a lot of sports media out there that's just really hitting hard on Kansas City. But I'm predicting San Francisco. I'm telling you that now. So I think they'll be over the 23.5. And I think Kansas City will be just under. Like we're not talking like it's going to be a 23-7 game or something like that, or a 24-7 game. I think it will be a 24-21 game. All right. Now they've got things like rushing attempts, and these are the totals for the 49ers. So they say rushing attempts at 26.5. I say it's going to be. Over that. Rushing yards, they got 135.5. I'm gonna say over. I'm gonna say under on that one. Actually, I think they'll get over 100, but not over 135. Rushing touchdowns, they have 1.5. I say they get 2. So I say over. Sacks, it has 2.5. I think they'll get 2 sacks. I don't think they'll get over that. So under in that case. It says defensive tackles and assists, 60.5. I'm going to go under that. And then defensive tackles, they have 39.5. I know I'm crazy. I'm going to say over because I believe Kansas City is going to try. Well, yeah, I say 39.5. Kansas City, rushing attempts, 23.5. I say they're going to be under because now McKinnon is out. They'll still run, but I don't see over 23 times or over 24 times. Rushing yards, 108.5. Here's another one. I say under. I think they may get anywhere between 65 and 80 yards, but I don't picture it'll be over 100. Rushing touchdowns, it says half a touchdown. I'm going to give them 1, so I'm going to say over. Sacks, 2.5. I think they will get 2 sacks as well. Defensive tackles and assists, it says 60.5. I take the under on that one. Defensive tackles, 38.5. I say over. All right, now they have individual prop bets here. Touchdown scores. Who did I think was going to score? Well, I gave you 3 touchdowns, I said, for San Francisco, 24-21. So I believe McCaffrey is going to get 2 of those, and then I think Kittle will get the other. As far as Kansas City, I gave him 21. I think Mahomes will rush one in himself, and I believe they will get 2. They'll get, honestly, I'm predicting both will come from Travis Kelce. So Mahomes will be responsible for 3 touchdowns, 2 throwing, one running it in. Those are those predictions there. Okay, a lot of those bets. Okay. Now they've got things like the Gatorade bath color, the coin toss, stuff about Taylor Swift. Will Travis Kelce propose to her the national anthem? I'm not good. Halftime. How many songs would it be? I'm not going to do that. All right. So here we go. Super Bowl MVP. I predicted San Francisco is going to win. I think it's going to be Christian McCaffrey, or it'll be actually no McCaffrey. I already predicted he's going to have 2 touchdowns, so I'm predicting McCaffrey's going to finish with that. Obviously, the winner I told you would be San Francisco, at least in my opinion, and I do believe. I guess we'll give you one more. The running time on the game, I haven't seen it listed here or what they expected, but I'm predicting the running time for the game itself will be 4 hours. I think this is going to be a close game all the way throughout, and I think at the end, either San Francisco kicks the game-winning field goal or they hold Kansas City back and actually have one good, solid stand. But I'm predicting San Francisco. Anyway, thank you so much for taking the time to watch my little prop bet video. I know it's all silly and everything, but if you have opinions where you agree or disagree, feel free to put them in the comments. Otherwise, hope you enjoy your Super Bowl. Thanks so much for taking time to watch. Have a great day.